Hi, my name's Ryan Tomaszewski, and I'll be doing my presentation on my workplace communication issue. So last year, around December, management gave out an anonymous employee survey. There were many issues cited within it, but one of the most prevalent ones was feeling burned out and having a low morale. There were multiple reasons cited for this, one of them being low pay, no raises, recent merger and culture shift. So, to give some background on that, about 2 years ago, the company that I currently work for got bought by a different company. So, obviously, when a merger occurs, two different work cultures are combining into one. And there's been a lot of issues and growing pains regarding that. There's also been a lack of transparency with leadership about how these issues that were cited are being resolved, and there's understaffing currently amongst our team. Because of all that, solutions need to be reviewed soon before more people leave and the quality of our product starts to go down. So, why exactly is this an issue? Well, to start, low morale will lead to low loyalty, and employees that are good and have years of experience really won't have a reason to stay if a job offer comes their way. If those people leave, their knowledge leaves with them, and the employees that are left to pick up the pieces usually won't be able to create the same quality level of product that those who did have the experience will. Because of that, when people leave, new people will need to be hired in their place. It costs companies a lot of money for recruitment and to train these people once they do hire someone. And low levels of engagement will make people not really care about their work, which, again, if they don't care about their work, they probably don't care about the company and will be okay to leave if a better offer comes their way. So, for the company to address the issues that I've just mentioned, I think they first need to set benchmarkers to hit in order to resolve their issues. I think the company should set out three specific goals. They should try to A, increase team morale, B, increase team engagement, and C, lower burnout levels currently faced by employees. Management needs to be transparent about these goals. Talk is cheap. It's easy for management to say, oh, yeah, we're going to work on this, and then, it goes to nothing. I think one way to improve that transparency is that they start having more employee surveys. The one that I mentioned is once a year. Perhaps they could have it once a quarter, maybe monthly. It just depends on how often they want to do it. But anything that they can do to help monitor the progress and keep leadership in check that they're actually doing what they're promised. Metrics can eventually be figured out down the line. If they want to say, okay, by Q3, we want a 8 out of 10 on the happiness scale. So to complete the three goals that I've mentioned, there's four proposed solutions that I have. The first one being to implement a cash incentive. This could be an individual incentive or a team-based incentive, but I personally think a team one would be better. I've seen individual bonuses be given out before, and I think it creates more competition than collaboration amongst the team. If employees have a reason to feel incentivized, it'll boost engagement and make them more engaged in the work that they're actually completing. A second proposal would be to hire more employees. If there's more employees on the team, that helps lessen the workload for everyone. And if people have a lighter workload, they're able to put more time, effort, and focus into the projects that they're currently working on. And that will not only improve morale amongst the team, it'll typically create a higher level of quality. A third solution would be to have after work events, say like a happy hour or a golf outing. It encourages teamwork and fosters chemistry amongst the team, which will make people more engaged and usually creates a more positive atmosphere at work. And then the final solution I have is to improve work-life balance. It's a pretty simple one. If there's a stronger work-life balance at the company, that will lead to lower rates of burnout. So lastly, we have to look at the implementation length and priority of the four proposed solutions. To start, cash incentives and hiring more people is probably expected to take the longest. HR is always slow, and there's always a lot of red tape that yields an indefinite timeline to hire someone. Could take weeks, could take months, just depends on how fast they can get the process going. An after work event would probably be the fastest to implement just because it would require a supervisor to say, hey, in 2 weeks, what day would be best for everyone to have a happy hour. Work-life balance improvements would probably take about a medium level of effort, but would yield the highest impact because it can improve all three targets at once. It can improve morale, engagement, and lower burnout all at once. So it should definitely be the highest priority to look at.